Hello YouTube. I wanted to do a quick talk through of the Sigma Metalytics precious metal verifier. I did a video on one of these probably 7-8 years ago, and I thought it was important to talk about it again. This is my third one that I've owned, but every time I get into buying precious metals seriously, I always pick up one of these. And usually if I go through a period where I sell my entire stack, I usually sell the PMV with it. And it's probably a mistake. I should probably keep them. It would keep me from rebuying them every time. I'll probably hang on to this one. Back then when I bought them, they were $600-700. Now they're $1,000 for this original PMV, and there's a Sigma Pro and a Pro Mini, and each one of those are over $2,000 a piece. And they measure density as well as resistance. This PMV original only measures resistance of the metal that you're testing, where the Pro and the Pro Mini, or the Pro Mini and the Pro, if you're talking about the scale of cost, they measure resistance and density. But unless you're moving a whole lot of metal, buying and selling, I feel that this original is all that you need to ensure that what you're buying is legit. Usually when I get something that's questionable, I'll always run a magnet test on them. And I have another video here that talks about testing silver, and I talk about the magnet test on there. And the weight, if something's significantly heavier than the advertised weight or lighter, that's almost a dead giveaway that it's fake. So with the magnet, the scale, and this resistance test, you can pretty much guarantee that what you've got is either real, authentic, or not. But I always have one of these. It's just my own peace of mind ensures that what I'm buying is legit, and more so that what I'm selling to someone else is legit. I would actually hate more to sell someone else a piece of fake metal than to receive one myself, just because I'm very big on a man's word is his bond, and if I sell you something, it's going to be real, no doubt. So, precious metal verifier. It's a pretty simple machine. When it comes to you, it'll come in this case. You'll get a charger. You'll get a calibration token, the system itself, and you'll get a Bullion wand, a large wand, and a small wand. And they all serve different purposes. So originally, the first one I ever bought didn't have any wands. They didn't come with it. You had to buy those separately. But that original system I bought, I believe, was only a $500 system. And this was back when they first came out. I think they've only been out around 10 years selling to the public. When I bought that first one, they were, I think, fresh out of the gate with mass producing them. But when you get them, it's a very simple to use system and very legit. So you'll turn the system on. It'll give you instructions to calibrate. You'll push that button, you'll wait, and it'll give you the type of metal that you're testing. Now, if you wanted to test gold, you could just cycle through the type of gold you want to test. Or the type of silver you want to test. Or platinum, palladium, rhodium, copper. You can recalibrate it with this position here, or bullion silver, which is your much larger pieces, and the 4-non-fond silver. Bullion gold, platinum, palladium. And so I test almost everything I have here. So when you get to the 3-non-fond silver, calibrate, and it tells you to place your sample. And you'll place your sample there on the sensor. And when you do, it'll give you a reading. And dead center of the brackets is absolutely pure. That's when you know what you've got is completely legit. And so here you see how it's right to the edge of the bracket, but it was just the placement on the sensor. And there's other things that can mess with the reading it gives you. A lot of times chord bars, depending on, you see how the relief is on this bar? You turn it that way, and it tells you that it's outside the brackets. That it is, the resistance is similar to silver, but outside of the brackets. But that's just because the distance that this reads, it doesn't read very deep. It won't read all the way through the metal. The Pro will actually read through metal that you're testing. This test is the surface portion of the metal, which is why it's also important to do the weight test and the magnet test as well. But on the flat side, it reads perfectly. And it also will read completely through these capsules. These capsules are pretty much invisible to the tester. I don't have any gold or anything to test for you guys, or anything fake here, but whatever you have, you know, you can put it on there and it'll test it for you. And so this just gives you another layer of confidence in what you're buying. And say you have a poured bar that isn't, that's very difficult to test. You take one of your wands, you plug it in here to the side, and then this will light up to let you know that it's the wand is in use. You push the run cal button, and then you just touch your wand to a flat part of the silver that you're testing, and it'll give you the same reading. And the bullion tester is for the larger pieces. Of course, you know, this large is sort of like a medium, and then the small tester. I have an angle bar, stamped bar, that it won't read well on this because of the cutouts in it are pretty deep. And so I had to use the small wand to find a flat part on the angle bar to get a good reading. But yeah, I do recommend, if you're getting into silver or gold, any type of precious metal, and you think that you're going to buy and sell and do it for any length of time, and buy from other people, this is, I think, is a necessity item. You have to have one. But if you're going to do almost all your buying from like a JM Bullion or AppMax or SB Bullion, you know, real notable refiners, you might not need one. You just buy from them and trust that what they're giving you is good. But if you're going to use eBay, if you're going to buy from Facebook groups, if you're going to buy from people on Instagram, you definitely need one of these. It just gives you peace of mind. Even local coin shops, you know, those guys have been doing this for a long time, but you'll be surprised at how many of those guys don't believe in using a tester on the material that they get in. They will just by feel convince themselves whether it's real or not. Where I've seen bars that feel just like silver, they weigh just a little bit off, and they're not real. You know what I'm saying? And one of these verifiers will out that fake bar quickly, or that round or coin. So I don't trust the things that I buy from a local coin shop. I know it's tested if it comes from a big dealer, but everything else, I definitely, the first thing I do is test it, even before I log it into my book. So yeah, just a quick video to kind of give you all a rundown of this thing and my opinions on it. But this is a great buy. I know a lot of you is like, you know, $1,000, I can buy more metal with that. This right here, you buy this, and the resale value on this holds very well. You can easily get $800 back for it after a year or two of use. If you decide to sell it, it holds value very well, and it works very well. So yeah, thanks for watching.